So before we are going to start, before we're going to talk about ethics, we must first know some definitions that are related to ethics. Okay, so since we are not sociology majors, we have to, what we call this, approach this slowly by slowly. Okay, so the approach that I've chosen is is to learn first the divine some words that are really important in order to fully understand what ethics is. Okay, now first is customs. Now customs is a usage or practice common to many or to a particular place or class or habitual with an individual. It is also a long-established practice considered as unwritten law. It is a repeated practice. It is the whole body of usages, practices, or conventions that regulate social life. So, kung ganito yung definition, konti lang yung maintindihan natin. So, diretso muna tayo sa example. In some countries, bowing to older people is polite and respectful. It is okay to burp while eating food. You take your shoes off before entering the house. They sit on the floor and eat. So, ganito pala yon. Kung ano yung mga usual practices nyo, for example, sa inyong family, kung ano yung usual practices no, then those are your family customs. Kung ano yung usual practices sa school, let's say, pagpapasok kayo sa school early in the morning, meron kayong flag ceremony, then that is already part of your school customs. Easy, right? So, sa inyong grupo, kung meron kayong usual practice, hindi practice na parang training, kundi yung kung ano yung ginagawa ninyo sa inyong group, then that is considered a custom of your group. Okay? Now, next definition is traditions. It is a belief or behavior passed down within a group or society with symbolic meaning or special significance with origins in the past. Ano daw? So, galing daw siya sa past. It is passed down. It is an inherited, established, or customary pattern of thought, action, or behavior, such as a religious practice or a social custom. Okay, so any practice, any custom that is passed down from one generation to other. Okay, not one generation to another generation. Okay, next definition is it is a belief or story or a body of beliefs or stories relating to the past that are commonly accepted as historical though not verifiable. So, kasali na yung, let's say, yung ginagawa ng mga elders natin, yung mga stories, storytelling nila tungkol sa kanilang past. Well, that is already considered as tradition. Let's say, um, meron kayong meron kayong what we call this reunion every year. Well, since every year yan, that is considered as tradition in which yung yung paggawa nyo ng the practice of having a reunion yearly is is a symbol of continuance connection with family members. Well, that is a very good tradition. So, let me show you some examples. Okay, in family traditions, so talking about family, Christmas, birthdays, family vacation, Easter, Sunday dinner, visits to relatives, fixed time for supper, Thanksgiving, family reunions, family prayer, and New Year's Day. Actually, marami pa yan. And hindi lang ito naglilimit sa isang family. Okay? For instance, sa PNP, may tradition itong um, PNP na, let's say, courtesy call. Oh, courtesy call is a is a custom and also a tradition kasi galing din yan sa ano sa mga previous na mga generation of police officers. Okay? So, to fully understand the difference is ganito natin. Customs versus tradition. Custom is a usage or practice common to many or to a particular place or group of people. So, it is a practice common to many or to a particular place or group of people. Now, tradition is a transmission of customs or beliefs from generation to generation or the fact of being passed on in this way. So, the key thought here is the transmission, yung pag-pass. Okay? Pag-pass ng from one generation to another. Now next, here. Custom can be a new practice. Okay. Kung, let's say, pag meron silang gustong gagawin, okay, let's say, for instance, ako yung bagong OIC Department Head ng Criminology. And gusto kong gawing custom yung, ano, yung, what we call this, every afternoon, meron tayong reveille. Meron tayong physical workout. So, since bago pa yon, well, it will be considered as physical workout. But if kung that custom will also be applied on the next OIC department, then that will become a tradition. Okay? Kaya nga dito, tradition is always a custom that has been passed down for years. Okay? So, mura din yung kaning custom of hilaw pa. Then, pag mahinog na siya, over time, it will become a tradition. Custom, if passed down for generations, become a tradition. Tradition is a custom that have been transmitted through generations. So, easy, right? Okay, let's move on. Next is values. These are individual beliefs that motivate people to act one way or another. They serve as a guide for human behavior. Values help shape a society by suggesting what is good and bad, beautiful and ugly, to be sought or avoided. So, etong value literally means value. Etong values, kung ano yung important sa'yo. Okay? So, yung society kasi ang mag-suggest or magsasabi kung ano yung good at bad. Ano yung maganda, tsaka yung pangit. Kung ano yung um, hahanapin natin at kung ano yung mga things that to be avoided. So, later on, you will understand. First, there are a lot of values. Here are some examples. Respect, compassion, honesty, love, kindness, forgiveness, hard work, cooperation. Okay. Next is beliefs. These are the tenets or convictions that people hold to be true. An example is the belief of the Americans in the American dream that anyone who works hard enough will be successful and wealthy. Underlying this belief is the American value that wealth is good and important. So nakikita nyo, yung values literally means that kung what is important, anong value. Okay? Dito, nakalagay na yung wealth, if you are an American, is one of your values, wealth. At saka yung successful, yung success. So, because of that value, galing doon na value, parang same na din na it evolved or it turned into a belief that if you are hardworking, then, you will be successful and wealthy. So, bali, in this belief, literally means believe kung ano yung ang imong tinuhuan. What you really believe. So, your belief that if you are hardworking, then you will be successful and you will be wealthy. So, dito, palang sa isang belief na to, tatlong values na yan. Hardworking, successful, and wealthy. Kaso lang yung hardworking, these are intrinsic values. Yung success and wealth are extrinsic. Okay, dito tayo sa values refer to principles or standards of behavior. One's judgment of what is important in life. Now, in beliefs refer to conviction or acceptance that something exists or is true, especially without proof. Now dito, values affect behavior and character. Beliefs affect morals and values. So, value is your belief can affect your values and your morals. Yung morals later on na yan. Okay, example ng value is loyalty, fairness, courage, compassion, respect. Examples of belief is lying is bad, God created the world, cheating is immoral, etc. Related to day-to-day life, yung values. Yung sa beliefs, mostly related to religion. So, kasi, eto yan. Yung behavior ng isang tao is majorly affected by what values we have. For instance, we value love, friendship, kindness. So if we value love, our actions will go towards or give importance to love. Diba? Okay, gagawa natin yan ng belief. If we value love, we may have a belief that if we give love, we will also be given love in return. We may derive a belief that love is the answer to peace. So parang ganun lang ba? Our values, kung what is important to us, affects our behavior. And then, eventually, the implication with this is that a belief will manifest. A belief will rise up from it. Kung ano yung value natin. Kung ano yung values natin. Values pala. So, kung medyo nahihirapan talaga kayo na mag-understand, just think about it. Values refers to standards or behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. Tapos yung belief is kung ano yung mga paniniwala mo. Okay? Dito. Values honesty. It means that honesty is important to you. Being honest is your values. Is one of your values. Diba? Okay. I hope may konti akong na na nagising. Okay, next is morals. Morals are what you believe to be right and wrong. Morals are prevailing standards of behavior that enable people to live cooperatively in groups. Morals relating to standards of good or bad behavior, fairness, honesty, and etc. These are concerning or relating to what is right and wrong in human behavior. So basically, morality talks about actions which are uh, which are what you believe to be right and wrong. Okay? Examples: always tell the truth, do not destroy property, have courage, keep your promises, do not cheat, treat others as you want to be treated, do not judge, be dependable, and many more. There are plenty. Now, ethics, on the other hand, are moral principles that govern a person's behavior or the conducting of an activity. The branch of knowledge that deals with moral principles. Now dito sa morals, we are talking about the behavior, the actions, are what you believe to be right and wrong. Now here in ethics, we talk about moral principles. The branch of knowledge that deals with moral principles, a moral philosophy na naman or code of morals practiced by a person or group of people. Now let us move on. Examples: honesty, loyalty, integrity, respect, selflessness, responsibility, and many more. But hindi lang ito. Ito yung reason. When we say ethics, there is a reasoning on why we have to do things. Ang use kasi dito sa moral, yung morals at ethics, the reason why do we have to study this? It is because this will become our basis for our behavior. Kapag darating yung panahon that we have to make a choice, we have to rely on our morality or on our ethics. Especially pagdating sa mga situations na hindi pa natin kailan pa nadaanan o naranasan o natagpuan. Tagpuan. So, ganun yun. We rely on our morality or our ethics. Okay. So, yung morality, if we are going to base our decisions kung ano yung tama at we are going to avoid doing kung ano yung mali. Pero sa ethics, iba. We are going to choose an act in which the choice of that act is based on moral principles. Merong logical reasoning yung reason. While dito sa morals, it does not need any reasoning. We only chose to do a certain act. For example, tell the truth, do not cheat, dili ta mga bit. We chose to do those things without any reason. Just because we, our society, sees it that that is the moral thing to do. So, no questions asked. But dito sa ethics, yung pag-decide kung bakit yun ang pipiliin natin gawin is merong underlying moral principle. May rason. So that is one of the biggest difference between morals and ethics. Okay, move on tayo dito sa last part. Don't worry, last part na ito. I know medyo masakit sa ulo itong topic na to. It's quite hard to understand because we are talking about behavior past. But please, try to work with me slowly by slowly. Now, let's continue. Ethics. These are the guiding principles of conduct of an individual or group. Morals. Principles on which one's judgments of right and wrong are based. Sa ethics naman, influenced by profession, field, organization, ethics. Now, sa morals, influenced by society, culture, and religion. Ethics related to professional work. Klaro na. Morals not related to professional work. Ethics uniform compared to morals. Uniform, so the same. Morals vary according to different cultures and religions. Kasi dito kasi sa morals, let's say for instance, sa mga Muslims, it is considered sa kanila na hindi kaaya-aya yung babaeng nagpapakita uh, ng mga different parts nila. Let's say, ng mga siko, ng buhok. Merong mga, what you call this? Mga customs yung Muslims na different sa ibang, what you call this, religion ba, or tribe, or group. So, paano ito? So, in their eyes, if you are a member of that group and you do not follow the norms or the behavior or the actions that they expect of you to do, then you are not moral. So kung ano yung mga what they expect you to do, so it is what they considered moral. So bali yung yung morality is based on society, culture, and religion. While sa ethics naman is based by the profession, field, organization. Kaya nga meron tayong police ethics, pero wala tayong police morals. Kasi yung morals, as an individual yon, sa iyong pagkatao yon. Yung ethics is sa iyong career yon or sa iyong group or what you represent. Okay? So, I think this is the last topic. So, meron akong ibibigay na activity, pero I will just, do it orally na lang. So, please try to share it with your classmates, etong instruction na ito. So, I want you to give at least three examples of each definition. For example, dito sa customs, magbigay ka ng 3 na yung nai-experience ng iyong family, nai-experience mo kung ano yung mga custom sa iyong family. Okay? Next is three traditions naman. Kung meron kayong tradition sa inyong family, magbigay ka ng tatlo. Tapos tatlong values. Kung ano yung mga values mo, magbigay ka ng tatlo. Tatlong beliefs mo based on these values. O kahit hindi na based, basta tatlong beliefs lang. And tatlong morals that you think that is um, the basis of your actions, and tatlong ethics din. Okay? Okay. Never mind ethics na lang kasi hindi pa tayo nakadaan ng mga different moral principles. So, you're going to have... Uy, meron pa pala. Okay, you're going to have five. Five definitions. So, three examples each. Okay? So, moving on. Culture. Culture is the characteristic and knowledge of a particular group of people encompassing language, religion, cuisine, social habits, music, and arts. So that is easy. Any group of people, any particular group of people that has unique language or religion or cuisine, pagkain, social habits, music and arts is considered a culture. So bali, a culture is an integration. It is a combination of different attitude, beliefs, language, customs, rituals, behavior, faith, religion, behavior, food, behavior, art, behavior. So, any combination of those, basta different lang, then you have a unique culture of your own. Okay? So, tulad ng Filipino. So, yung food natin is different sa iba. So, that is part of the Filipino culture. Yung uniqueness of our food. Okay? Pero, as time goes on, because of globalization affected our culture. It affected first our art, drama, music, attitudes, language, customs, especially customs. Okay? Even our faith and religion. Kasi we were once conquered by the Spaniards. That is why we have Christianity. So now Christianity, as being practiced by Filipinos, is now part of our culture. Okay? So I guess that's it. Ulitin ko lang. Meron kayong assignment. You may pass it. Pass it how? Okay. I will post an activity na lang doon sa Google Classroom. Then you are going to forward it doon na lang sa Google Classroom din. Okay, so I guess that's it. So see you next time. Bye.